Have you ever tried on a dress that looked stunning on the hanger, but once you put it on, something just felt off? The truth is, it's not about the dress, it's about finding the right dress for your body shape. Today, I'll show you how to choose dresses that flatter your figure beautifully after 60, so you feel confident, comfortable, and radiant every time you wear one. Before we even start talking about styles, there's one important step that every woman should take: understanding your body shape. Now, let me say this first. Our bodies naturally change as we move through life. After 60, it's completely normal to notice shifts in weight distribution, posture, or curves. And that's not something to hide, it's something to embrace. Knowing your body shape isn't about putting yourself in a box. It's about learning how to dress in harmony with the figure you have today, not the one you had 20 years ago. So let's look at the four most common body shapes. Apple shape. If you tend to carry more weight around your midsection, you're an apple. Your shoulders and bust may be broader, while your waistline is less defined. The key here is to choose dresses that gently skim over the tummy and create a longer, leaner line. Pear shape. If your hips and thighs are fuller than your shoulders and bust, you're a pear. Pear-shaped women look fantastic in dresses that highlight the waist and balance the lower half with beautiful necklines or shoulder details. Hourglass shape. If your bust and hips are roughly the same width with a clearly defined waist in between, congratulations, you're an hourglass. Dresses that highlight the waist, like wrap or belted styles, naturally celebrate your curves. Rectangular shape. If your shoulders, waist, and hips are fairly balanced with fewer curves, you're a rectangle. Your goal is to create the illusion of shape with dresses that add definition, whether through rouging, belts, or layered fabrics. Remember, none of these body shapes is better than another. Every single one has its own beauty and elegance. The magic happens when you understand your proportions and then choose dresses that highlight your best features. Instead of fighting against your body, you're working with it. And that is where true confidence begins. Let's begin with the apple shape. If you carry more weight around your midsection, you likely have an apple figure. Many women over 60 find themselves in this category, as our bodies naturally shift over time. The wonderful thing about dressing an apple shape is that the goal is not to hide your tummy, but to balance your proportions and draw attention to your best features. The key here is to elongate your figure. Empire waist dresses are one of the best options. Because they cinch just below the bust, they immediately create a higher waistline, bringing the eye upward and away from the midsection. This style also gives the illusion of longer legs and a flowing silhouette. A-line dresses are another timeless choice. They gently skim over the waist and hips without clinging, creating movement and grace. Look for dresses with soft fabrics that drape, such as jersey or chiffon, rather than stiff materials that emphasize areas you might want to downplay. Necklines can also make a huge difference. V-necks or scoop necks elongate the neck and bring focus to the face and collarbone. These details shift the eye upward, creating a flattering and elegant balance. And here's a secret: don't shy away from prints or darker tones. Vertical stripes, subtle florals, or monochromatic palettes can all create a lengthening effect while keeping the outfit stylish and modern. At the heart of it, dressing an apple shape is about finding flow. The right dress should make you feel lighter, freer, and more confident, not squeezed in or restricted. With the right cut, you'll notice that your silhouette feels more balanced, your best features stand out, and most importantly, you feel at ease in your own skin. Now let's talk about the pear shape. If you have fuller hips and thighs with a narrower upper body, you likely fall into the pear category. Many women find this shape beautiful and feminine. It naturally creates a graceful lower curve. The key is to balance the proportions by highlighting the shoulders, neckline, and waist while softening the focus on the hips. One of the best dress styles for the pear shape is the fit and flare. This cut hugs the waist, accentuating the narrowest part of your body, and then gently flares out over the hips and thighs. It creates harmony, making your silhouette look balanced and elegant. Another flattering option is the wrap dress. This timeless piece works beautifully for pears because it draws the eye toward the waistline while creating an elongated V shape across the chest. The gentle draping fabric also flows gracefully over the hips without clinging too tightly. Necklines are important here. Wide necklines, such as boat necks, square necks, or off-the-shoulder styles, add width to the upper body, balancing the fuller lower half. Even subtle details like light ruffles, small shoulder embellishments, or statement necklaces can shift attention upward. When it comes to fabrics and colors, consider choosing lighter or brighter shades for the top half of the dress and deeper tones for the lower half. This visual trick instantly brings balance and creates a streamlined look. The most important thing to remember is that pear-shaped women look stunning when they embrace their curves. By choosing dresses that celebrate the waist and flow gracefully over the hips, you'll achieve that timeless feminine elegance that feels both comfortable and sophisticated. Now let's talk about the rectangle shape. If your shoulders, waist, and hips are fairly even in width, you likely have a rectangular body shape. Many women with this figure have a naturally athletic, balanced silhouette. The goal here is to create the illusion of curves by defining the waist and adding softness through fabric, shape, or details. One of the best dress styles for the rectangle shape is the belted dress. Whether it's a simple shift dress with a belt or a classic shirt dress, adding a waistline instantly transforms the silhouette by giving more definition. Another wonderful option is the peplum dress. The little flare at the waist adds the illusion of curves, making your figure look feminine and softly contoured. If you prefer something more fluid, empire waist dresses are also very flattering. They draw attention just below the bust, creating gentle curves and elongating the body, which looks especially elegant on mature women. When it comes to necklines and patterns, V-necks or scoop necklines help soften the upper body, while dresses with diagonal stripes or gentle draping add movement and visual interest. Even layering with a cropped jacket or cardigan over a dress can create the illusion of a defined waist. Colors and fabrics play a role too. Soft fabrics that drape beautifully, like jersey or silk blends, help break the boxy look, while belts in contrasting colors can act as a stylish focal point. The key for rectangle shapes is to play with waist definition and movement. By choosing dresses that add softness and curves, you'll achieve an effortlessly elegant look that feels youthful yet sophisticated. Now let's move on to the hourglass shape, often considered the most balanced silhouette. If you have an hourglass figure, your bust and hips are nearly the same width, with a clearly defined waist in between. This naturally feminine shape is all about balance and curves, and the best dresses are the ones that celebrate it. For women over 60, the key is to highlight the waist in a tasteful, elegant way without feeling too tight or restrictive. Wrap dresses are absolutely perfect for hourglass figures. The diagonal line of the wrap flatters the bust, defines the waist, and flows beautifully over the hips. They're feminine, graceful, and endlessly classic. Another excellent choice is the fit and flare dress. It hugs the upper body gently and then flares out at the skirt, maintaining proportion while offering movement and comfort. This style is both flattering and forgiving, perfect for any occasion, from casual lunches to evening gatherings. Sheath dresses also work beautifully for an hourglass body as long as they're made from quality fabrics with a little stretch. They skim the body instead of clinging, creating a polished and sophisticated look. For women who prefer something softer, A-line dresses with a cinched waist can also be a lovely option. When it comes to necklines, V-necks, Sweetheart necklines or wrap-style tops flatter the bust while keeping everything in proportion. Accessories like belts, whether slim or statement, can further emphasize the waist in a subtle, chic way. The hourglass figure already has natural harmony. The trick is to choose dresses that echo those curves without overwhelming them. Think soft fabrics, defined waists, and clean, elegant lines that make you feel confident and radiant. Whatever your shape, the fabric is just as important as the cut. Choose soft, flowing materials like jersey, crepe, or chiffon that move with your body. Avoid overly stiff fabrics that restrict movement. Remember, the goal is to feel elegant, not confined. Now that we've covered each body shape, let's finish with some universal tips every woman over 60 can use when choosing the perfect dress. First, always prioritize comfort. A dress should move with you, not against you. Fabrics like cotton blends, soft jersey, and light knits are breathable and flattering without being restrictive. Second, pay attention to length. Mid-knee to midi lengths tend to be the most versatile and elegant, offering coverage while still looking fresh and modern. Third, never underestimate the power of tailoring. Sometimes the perfect dress isn't found straight off the rack. A simple adjustment by a tailor can transform a good dress into your perfect dress. Fourth, consider color and print. Neutral tones and soft shades are timeless, but don't be afraid of a bold jewel tone or a subtle floral. These add personality and joy to your look. Finally, remember, the best dress isn't about hiding your body. It's about celebrating it. At any age, style is less about size and more about self-expression. When you slip into a dress that makes you stand tall, smile bigger, and feel like yourself, that's the perfect dress for you. Ladies, the perfect dress isn't about chasing trends. It's about honoring your body and choosing what makes you feel beautiful. When a dress fits both your shape and your spirit, you'll notice something magical. You don't just wear the dress celebrates you. So tell me in the comments, what type of dress makes you feel your most confident? I'd love to know. And if you enjoyed this guide, subscribe for more style inspiration. Because fashion after 60 is about elegance, joy, and confidence in every chapter of life.